If you've tried crypto, dropshipping, or some AI thing that you saw on TikTok and none of it's worked, I need you to hear this. It probably wasn't you. Most of these things are rigged against the beginner from day one. And in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you the one online skill that isn't. The one where you don't need money, you don't need a product, and you don't need an audience. You just need to learn to do one thing and do it well. I train and place people into remote sales roles for a living. People with zero experience who've tried everything else and just haven't succeeded. So I'm not going to pitch you a dream. I'm simply going to show you how all of those other things have failed you mechanically and why this here is actually different. Stick around because halfway through I'll show you how remote closing is a skill that you can actually learn, not just some gift of the gab thing where you're either born with it or not. To begin with, let's break down dropshipping. Dropshipping is basically where you just make Mark Zuckerberg rich, you pay a ton of money for ads, you have really thin margins, you're having to find new products, run different creatives, and then hope that your products actually ship on time so you don't get a bunch of refund requests. And with crypto, you weren't really investing, you were just playing against other people who had access to a lot more information and capital than you did. And the real killer for all of these things is the fact that you're spreading yourself too thin. You see, the people that try to freelance and then do this and then do that all at the same time, there is just no way that you can put all of your focus towards all of these at 100% and make them all win. Because the truth is, when you try to do all of these things together, like be a great marketer, be a great web dev, learn how to do SEO and all of these different skills, there's just no way that you can actually get the results that you want in the time that you're hoping to get them. People take 5, 6, sometimes even 7 years to actually become good at some of these things. You see, all of these different opportunities demand you to be so many different things at once with your own money on the line. And then you're stuck trying to succeed when in reality you're just a beginner that's trying to do 6 different jobs at the exact same time. Now let's compare all of these things to what a closer actually does, and trust me when I tell you, it's pretty much the complete opposite. So here's like the structural difference, right? With a closer, the product already exists, the marketing is already done for you, you don't need to go out and look for leads, the leads are booked onto your calendar. On top of that, 9 times out of 10 you have an appointment setter who's actually confirming that these people show up, and if you do have no shows, they reschedule them for you. You simply show up on the call where the one thing actually matters, which is you collecting that cash at the end. Think about it like this: in order to be a great restaurant owner, you don't necessarily need to be the best chef in the world, the best interior designer in the world. You simply find the people that are the best in these positions, bring them together, and you get to reap the rewards. And the best part is there's literally zero risk with it because you're not spending your money, you don't need to worry about inventory, you don't need to worry about shipping orders. The only thing that you're technically risking is actually the time that it's going to take for you to learn this skill. And unlike a dropshipping store, this skill doesn't just fade when the algorithm changes. But I know what you might be thinking: I'm not a salesperson, I've never done anything like sales. Could I really do this? And if that's the case, hold that thought, because that's actually the biggest myth of them all, and I'm about to prove that in the next couple of minutes. So here's the myth. People think closing is about being this smooth talker, being extra charismatic and extroverted, and that's just simply wrong. The reality is they would have watched hours of content, looked at testimonials, studied the business owner before even getting on the call, so all you have to do is connect the dots and then make them feel confident and comfortable about making that decision by the end. And here's why this matters for you. If you've had a genuine conversation ever in your entire life, this is something that you can do, because this isn't something where you have to convince or really persuade a stranger to buy something. It's more about having a genuine conversation, understanding what the issues that they face are, why they haven't been able to solve them before, and how your solution can end up making that transition a lot easier. And that's not a personality trait, it's simply a framework that can be learned upon repetition. So to put it simply, closing isn't just charisma, it's being able to learn, understand, and apply a framework. And here's the part that should really get your attention. Because the sale is mostly done beforehand, the best closers are actually the calm, relaxed, laid back ones. The good listeners who know how to ask good questions. So if you've ever been told that you're a good listener, you might be more suited for this than the people who think they were born for it. And look, as much as we spoke about sales, I'm not going to throw you a link and tell you to buy something. If this helped reframe your mindset around actually trying this, do me a favor, simply drop a like and a comment, and there is some stuff that you can check out in the description if that's something that you want to do. But yeah, other than that, that's been it from me for today, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.